I'm Vbcmedic, and this is my second channel. My first channel is not on YouTube; it's on Twitch, and we enjoy games and stuff like that. So if you ever want to see us over on Twitch, we're there, Vbcmedic on Twitch TV. Um, but anyways, I like my YouTube content. It's mostly the chickens in the backyard. So with no further ado, we're going to get you on the backyard chicken coop. I'm going to sit here and drink a little coffee. Let me say cheers to you first. Cheers. I I don't have any be right back screens or anything like that on this. Wow, my hair is just crazy. Um, that's the goose. You'll hear him often, especially if the neighbor comes out, or if there's a dog, or if there's a anything in the air. He'll go off and alert the chickens. But yeah, we are we are not a not for profit chicken coop. We give away our eggs, and there it is, the backyard chicken coop for everybody to enjoy. All right, blue skies, beautiful day. Let me zoom you in there a little bit, get you some action, get you some chicken sex. And I fed the birds in the bird seat feeder, so we should see plenty of birds today. Um, and yeah, I'm I'm excited for today's stream. I really am. I've been looking forward to it all week. Um, because it's just a relaxing Friday for me. I don't have to do a whole lot. The chickens do all the work. The chickens do all the work. They do the heavy lifting of the stream. I just sit here and enjoy the backyard with you guys. I enjoy the scenery, and I try to do a little bit more ASMR for the backyard for you guys because I don't think everybody wants to hear me talk and listen to me squawk. But I just want to let you know I'm here to answer any questions that you might have about raising chickens in your backyard and why I did it, why we did it, and the advantages and disadvantages of having a backyard chicken coop. Um, chicken sex, chicken sex. All right, there's chicken. Look, look, it's a chicken yard. I can't do it. Hey there. Good. How are you doing today? Um, but yeah, you can ask. How did we start this? Why did we start this? What are we doing? Do we make any money? Are the eggs free? There's all kinds of questions. I don't know what you want to know. I've answered all these questions, a dozen times or so on my streams and on my shorts. But it's always nice to get a live answer sometimes. So I, you know, I started this about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Um, because I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of new subscribers that were watching the YouTube shorts and some of my long stuff. So I thought, well, why not just come out here and put the camera on and let people enjoy the backyard chicken coop and ask any questions they might want to ask. And now I've had some pretty good turnouts. Our first week we averaged 7, which I thought was great. Averaged 7. We've had bursts of 22. I think I looked up one time and there was 22 people watching. Um, so it's a mixed reaction. Not everybody gets into the backyard chicken coop. Our sprinklers will turn on in about 10 minutes. So all the sprinklers for the garden. We have a beautiful garden. My wife said that she wants you guys to see the roses. So we'll get an up close view of the rose bush over there. She's also got some plants over here she wants me to show you. She's super happy and excited about. So yeah, that's the whole garden right there. But we'll explore that a little bit more a little bit later on in the stream. We'll be feeding the chickens some corn and rice during the stream. That's a little later on. Um, we'll go visit the goose and make sure he has food. We'll go check on the broody chicken. What do I do every single day? Every single day, I wake up. I eat a box of fruit and vegetables my wife prepares, so I'm healthy. It has celery and tomatoes and blackberries and blueberries and usually some strawberries that are all cut up. So she prepares that for us. And then I have a cup of coffee. And while my water's boiling for my coffee, I turn on my equipment for my stream room and my office, I guess you could call it. And then I turn on all my equipment and I log into Twitch and I stream video games from about 7 a.m. in the morning till about 12 in the afternoon, maybe sometimes longer if we're really into the game. I stream 7 Days to Die. I stream Call of Duty. I stream Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption. Um, I'm a PvP, PvE kind of person. Then I shut everything down about 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30, and I think about what's for dinner, and then I start preparing dinner and lunch for my wife. And my wife gets home about 3:30, and then we do husband and wife stuff. We eat dinner. We talk about her day. We talk about my day. We go out and check the chickens. She works in her garden a little bit. But that's basically what I do every day, except Saturdays and Sundays. That's always just me and her hanging out back here, doing stuff with. Like this week, we got the chicken coop. We're gonna build some new nesting boxes. Those red things are nesting boxes, and we're gonna build some more alongside. We're gonna build 4 more nesting boxes. We're going to build 4 more nesting boxes in the chicken coop this weekend. So when you tune in next Friday, it'll look a little bit different. But yeah, this is the garden and this is the backyard chicken coop. And yes, that's a really nice house back behind us. I live in a subdivision. I live in a cul-de-sac. This is a cul-de-sac chicken coop. I've got my coffee, but I drink 2 cups of coffee every day between 7 and 10 o'clock. If I haven't got the second cup down by 10 o'clock, I usually don't drink it. I want to eat chickens right there. uh, we don't eat our chickens, believe it or not. We just gather the eggs. They're not really good They're not really good food. These aren't the kind of chickens you eat. Did you know there was 2 different types of chickens? There are meat chickens and there are laying chickens, and we have laying chickens. I also have a goose, and my wife probably wouldn't mind you coming and eating him, but I've saved him from death several times. And there's the roosters. I've got to burn some mosquito incense. I'll be right back. Got some mosquitoes early this morning. That's the thing about living in Alabama. You get mosquitoes. Right now in my area of the United States, it is 6:55. It's 7:55 in New York, but I don't live in New York. I live in the Chicago time zone, but I don't live in Chicago. I live in the Central time zone. America has 4 different time zones. I think it's 5 if you count Hawaii. I think if you count Hawaii, we have 5 different time zones. But if you're just the continental United States has 4 different time zones. And I live in the Central time zone. I don't know why he's crowing so much this morning. He's over there, just so you can. He's over here just crowing his little heart out. No, I live in Alabama. Do you know where Alabama is? What do I do every day? What does anybody do every day? I mean, what do you that's the kind of what do you do every day? I mean, what is your daily life like? What do you do every day? Um, well, every day I wake up and thank God I'm alive again. At my age. Do I sound like I live in California? Yeah, so the schedule today is about 7:30. We'll go and we'll check on all the watering and we'll make sure everything's being watered properly. And then about 8 o'clock, we'll check on the roses and stay tuned for that. We're going to show you all the beautiful roses that we have out back. And and then at 8:30, after all the watering's done, we will feed the chickens some corn, and that's always fun. I'll introduce you to all the chickens, and then about 9 o'clock, we'll give them some rice and see who's still in the chat and who still cares. And we'll either end the stream or we'll, do story time with Grok. I just learned English 4 months ago. I can speak a little bit. Well, you're doing great. You're doing great. Anything I can help you with, let me know. I've been speaking English most of my entire life. What's your native language? What's your family language? I'm learning a little bit of Thai. My wife is from Thailand, so I've learned Thai over the years. I know and speak more when I'm there, and I'm surrounded by it every day than I do when I'm here. And she speaks Thai to me very little. She speaks mostly English. Sorry, I don't hear. You can say that again. What is your family language? What language did you grow up? A little action going on right here. Little chicken sex going on right there. That chickens don't care. The chickens don't care. If they don't want to do it, then they scratch and they fight and they run away. They don't have to, but some of them just sit down and take it. They love it. Thank you for the thumbs up. I haven't even asked for any thumbs up today, but thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. Likes are always appreciated. They help move the stream along and help other people find. The al- it, I, for some somehow it pushes the algorithm. So thank you so much. We got actually 7 likes on our last stream, or 6 likes on our last stream. So I'm hoping for 10 today. Not necessarily subscriptions. If you come and find me and I'm not your cup of tea, by all means, move along. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But if you want to smash that like button before you go, I would be definitely appreciative of that. I'm not the kind of streamer that's looking for a bunch of money. I want you to do anything that's free. And I know smashing that like button and hitting subscribe on YouTube is free. So anything free you can do for me, I appreciate. So yeah, we're looking for 5 likes in the stream today. I mean, 10 likes in the stream today. Just 10. We go from 6 to 10. We had 3 the very first week we started. We had 6 last week. So if we double that, it would be 12. But I'm not going for 12. I'm just going for 10 likes today. So, and I'm not going to stay. I'm not going to do the old. I'm staying on till we get 10 likes. No, if it happens, it happens. You guys know if you like this content or not, and I appreciate it when you do hit the like button. So it's just me in the backyard with a bunch of chickens. How exciting can that be? Laos. Oh, nice. My wife's family is south of Laos. They're in Sakunda Thailand. I've been up to the border, but I have not crossed the border. We went on a little car trip after our wedding. Well, that was 14 years ago almost. Anyways, we went to yeah, we took a long drive and we went up to the river and Laos was on the other side of the river, but we didn't cross the border. I mean, we could have. But we didn't. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you're working on your English. That's awesome. I'm sorry, but I don't know any Lao. I don't know any Lao. I would just butcher your language because I don't. I know it's not Thai. So same as Lao isn't Vietnamese. Vietnamese is a different language than Laos. And Cambodia, different language. Thailand, different language. Malaysia, different language. Little backyard ASMR right here. That's all we're doing right now. Little backyard, just enjoying. The sprinklers are on. Just enjoying the chickens. I'm not one of these streamers who talks constantly. I do talk and I have ideas about things, but I just do. I really just enjoy the backyard. Man, that's a nice trait to have. Not being a, that's a really good trait to not have to struggle to learn languages. I have struggled. And languages don't come easy to me. You are very fortunate. That's a blessing right there. Remember at 7:30 we're going to go look at the roses in the garden. At 8 o'clock we're going to feed the chickens corn. At 9 o'clock we're going to feed them some rice. Well, it's not bad. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Are you trying to get into tech support? Is that why you're learning English? You aren't in one of those prison camps being forced to learn English so you can take online betting. We might get a hummingbird today. 15 minutes till we go look at the roses. Stay tuned. Look, I'm not trying to make this exciting. I'm just posting content. If you don't like the ambience of the backyard and the chickens, I suggest you move on. Are you not entertained? Ah. Yeah, because sometimes I just sit here and watch the chickens in total silence for like 10 minutes and then realize I'm still streaming. So I asked my brother a question the other day, and it worried me. And I told him because it took him so long to answer. I said, "Yeah, there's the problem right there." I said, "You're having to think long and hard. What careers can AI do away with right now? What white collar job what white collar job cannot be replaced by AI right now? What white collar job cannot be replaced by AI right now?" An adaptive large language model AI with access to data can do about 95% of all white collar jobs right now. It just has to be given access to the data. Do you answer your phone if you don't know the number? How many people in chat answer their phone if they don't know the number? Please, a show of hands, a like, or something in the chat, an emoji, uh, you know, smiley face emoji in the chat. If that's easy enough for you to do, I think most boots on the ground engineers are safe. I think they're safe for about another 10 years until robotic quadrupeds and bipeds become better equipped to do that kind of stuff. But I'm talking legal aides, secretaries, transcribers. Hey, hey, Lane, how are you doing today? I'd like to know in the chat. That's the only way we can talk about this is if you tell me in the chat what white collar jobs are safe from AI right now. There's a company out there that laid off 3,000 employees once they implemented AI into a system. Accounting, Are you telling me you wouldn't trust an AI over a human being to do accounting nowadays? If you did your taxes online this year, that was all AI. That was all AI. If you did your taxes online using one of the many applications there are to get your taxes done, then you used AI. AI helped you through that whole process. You did not once interact with a real human being. Well, all right. Enjoy your shower. It's the one time of the day you can really do some thinking by yourself. There's nothing like a good shower. Before a day starts or after one ends, there's nothing like a good shower. Even if you don't feel like it, you jump in that shower, and then when you get out, you're glad you did. Every time. Every time. Who does not love a good shower? Enjoy. We will be here. I'll be here until, we're doing roses in 8 minutes. So you should come back for the roses. But I'm not telling you to rush your shower. I'm just telling you we're doing roses in 8 minutes. So we're gonna stay on a schedule here. Even if our only viewer can't watch it. Oh, cheers. Good. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. Oh. You guys always make my streams better. Always. I have to mow the grass Saturday. The chickens are going to get all this clover right here. I'm going to bag it all up for them and feed it to them. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll get the chickens some corn. This will upset the local bird life, so it'll take them a little bit while to come back. Because as I go walking back and forth through there to give them the corn, it'll disturb the local um, birds that are eating the bird seed right now. Because they don't care that I'm sitting here talking. They'll come and get that bird seed. Because I'm out here all the time. So when I'm on my Be Right Back screen, this is what I'm usually doing. Just making sure everything is back out here working, hanging out with the chickens for a minute, making sure they don't need anything. And my stream is steadily running on a Be Right Back. I'm making sure I get my last cup of coffee made, but I'll go in there and turn everything on, make sure I have the sounds all right, and then I'll plug in what I want to do that day, and then I'll hit go live, and then I'll come out and do this kind of shit. So if you are coming over from Twitch or you do watch me on Twitch and you see, man, he's got a long starting soon. I do because I have shit I have to do. But, sometimes it's just, make sure everything is working right and everything's being watered and, you know, I don't know where the rabbits are, but we have rabbits. So, um, I will show you rabbits when we see them, but I don't see any right now. Usually they come just hopping right through here. They don't give a damn that I'm here. They'll hop right through here, like under my feet, like literally. It's so funny. They'll come around the corner and they'll just be hopping along and they'll look up, oh him, and then just kind of keep hopping and then stop. That's why I have such cool pictures of them because they're just right here. We don't chase after them. We don't run. We don't run them off. The chickens run them off more than I do. I don't care if they're here. I mean, unless they start eating shit that they're not supposed to eat. But we'll see. I wonder if I could sell these rabbits to somebody if I caught them. Because I could very easily catch these rabbits. It would not be very hard. Hell, I found a little rabbit's nest with three little rabbits in it the other day, and run them out, and then kind of gave them a place to go back to. So I kind of know where they are, but I don't know if they're eating rabbits though. You could probably eat them. I mean, I have chickens, so rabbit doesn't look really good, but I love eggs, and these guys are great egg layers. We got one sitting on 13 eggs out there. She's been sitting on it for since the 11th. What's today, the 23rd? So, yeah, she's halfway. It's 22 to 28 days and you get little baby chicks. That that's how long a chicken usually is broody. It's how long it takes, between 22 and 28 days depending on how long she sits on them for them to hatch. This girl's been on these every minute of the day. I think she's come down once, but my wife is and I have given her food and water. We've tried to make her comfortable, but she is just broody. This is how they get. And the other chickens have to go into nesting boxes that they're not really comfortable with because she's taking up the primes. But they all came in there and dropped their eggs for her. Let me tell you this: she was sitting about 5 eggs, and now she's sitting on about 13. You tell me she didn't let other chickens come in there and we saw it. We saw them jump up in there together, and she'd move over and she'd cluck cluck cluck. They'd drop an egg for her, and they'd walk out. She's sitting on about four different chickens' eggs that aren't hers, that will all be hatched by her, but they'll all be the hens of the other chickens that laid them. Like I know she's sitting on two of the dark speckled ones. She's sitting on two of the pink one, two of the the pink, and then two of the blue. But my wife said the only ones we're going to keep are the ones. So my wife took all of them in, marked them all with a little bit of a marker, and then put them back out there. And she sat right on them and collected them with her beak and everything. But she's mean. She's not a very nice. She's not a very docile, broody chicken. She does not want anybody around her. She's like f off. So I mean, she's not going to reach out and grab you, but if you go into her nesting box, she's going to get try to take quite the chunk out of your skin with her beak. So, and we don't have a name for her. So I think she's going to be named after the soup, Mama. She'll be named Mama for the like for the soup because she will have had more chickens than any other chicken here. She will instantly become on. We've had a couple of chickens have chicks and raise them here, but she will be the first mama to have a whole brood of chicks under her and taking care of them. But the roosters protect the chicks, believe it or not. Um, but it's going to be some wild kingdom out there. I mean, how should I do? I'm going to say something in English and I'm freeze. And just breathe and think about it in your language and think about exactly what you want to say in your language and then find the words in English to say them. Because I'm sure the words that you use for love and anger and even the fill-in words, there's you once you get it, you take a breath and you think about your language, what you want to say in your language, and then you translate it in your head to English and then you say it. All right, it is 7:32. I told my wife I was going to stream today, and she said, "Well, make sure you did you see these?" I said, "Did I see what?" She said, "The roses." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I saw the roses, of course. I'm going to show my chat tomorrow." And she goes, "Well, oh, wait a minute, you got to show them these too." And she was so excited. So let me show you what she's talking about. So, yeah, these are beautiful roses. Absolutely. We love this rose plant. But if you go over here, this just bloomed. And it is absolutely beautiful in the morning light. The colors are so vibrant, so purple. They're just bursting out. Bursting out. It's crazy. And then we have this monstrosity. Oh, yeah. All those roses in a nice pattern. Just swings all the way over. And they're beautiful. They're just absolutely beautiful roses. And it smells nice over here, too. She's just opening up right there. Just about to open up. She's going to be beautiful. She's just going to be beautiful. Yep. Oh, she's opening up today. There you go. Take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot. She's just opening up for that sun. It smells so nice over here. Get your screensavers out right there. That's 4K of goodness right there. Roses and a chicken yard. So yeah, those are the roses. We've got more that'll come up as we get closer to June. These will bloom. That will bloom. But she is so proud of these. These are blackberries right here. Those are all blackberries. You can see them starting to grow already. We've got blackberries coming in. Everything's, yeah, all the watering's turned on. But look at the blackberries we're fixing to get. Oh, look at those. Look at all of them. Oh, it's great. We tied it up and it just now said, yeah, let's go. Try and stop us. So that's our blackberry bush. I think we'll get about 2 or 3 pounds of blackberries off of that one bush right there. It's massive. It's getting plenty of water. It's getting watered right now. In fact, this is a raspberry bush. And look at all those little bundles of joy right there. It's a raspberry bush right here. Look at those little bundles of joy. Uh-huh. We'll go down the row. The banana trees. The 2 trees we got from my neighbor for free. He said, yeah, we can't do anything with them. Come get them. So we planted them here and here. And so our neighbors are now part of our garden too. We had these planted just for some privacy and some security. So we have rabbits living in here. But all this gets watered every day. Our little oasis. Our little oasis. Who? I hope you enjoyed that stroll. I did. It's nice to get up. So in 20 more minutes, we will grab some corn from inside the garage. We'll get our boots on. We'll see where we are for coffee. Maybe we need another cup of coffee. We'll see where we are. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out in the backyard chicken coop and little backyard ASMR. They're all gathered right here for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but we can watch that for a minute. And there's also in the foreground here, in the foreground is this bird's nest. You'll see some birds hit that too. So I don't know what this meeting's all about, but we'll leave it right there for now. And again, I'm here if you have any questions, but I just like to enjoy the birds. Yeah, I'm retired. I'm retired. I'm not alone. I have my chickens and my geese and my roosters. I am far from alone. I don't know what world you're living in, but this is far from alone. Tell me you have never raised chickens without telling me you've never raised chickens. How can you be alone with a yard full of chickens? Oh, I am at my wife's beck and call. How about that? I am at my wife's beck and call. And in not a simp kind of way. It's just I make sure that everything around her is taken care of so she can focus on what she wants to do. So that is my that is my role in life. Have dinners made, have bills paid, make sure she's driving what she needs to drive, make sure she's, healthy and active and, you know, this weekend we're doing chicken coops. Yeah, we're doing nesting boxes this weekend. So I've already been told. So we'll be out there in the chicken coop. I'll have a mask on this week, but we'll be out there in the coop doing nesting boxes this weekend. So yeah, and not a simp kind of way, in a more of I take care of her so she can take care of what she wants to do. Um, but her goals and my goals are the same, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to zoom you out just a little bit because there's some action at the bird nests too, at the bird feeders. You can get a better picture and a sense of the bird yard. This isn't a bad view. Yeah, all that clover. The chickens get all that clover this weekend. That's another treat that they're going to get. So I found out some bad news yesterday. I was looking to get some azulu or some what they call duckweed, but apparently it's invasive in Alabama, so they will not let anybody sell it. You can't buy it here in Alabama. Not that you can't have it legally. If you get it, then you're stuck with it. But I want to put it in that pond out there with the goose. I have to get when all the watering's done. That's one of the things I have to do. I'm gonna pull a hose over to the goose and fill his water. So it's getting a little bit low. I'm gonna strain it out. It's looking kind of nasty. I'm gonna put a block in it for mosquitoes. There's a few things I got to do today. That's after 9 o'clock. That's between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, unless we're talking about something really deep. You know, but this is YouTube, so I don't know how deep we're actually going to get. But I might be on YouTube more. Here's the thing: there's a new terms of service that I don't know if I completely agree with on Twitch, and I read it yesterday, but some of the language is like they're going to decide whether they want me to be part of their program. They get to decide if I get to be part of their program, which includes monetization. It's like, what? What do we? Am I not? I'm affiliated. Am I not already part of the program? So I don't know. We'll see if there's another application I have to do. But it seems that there's some committee or some, you know, well, as long as you haven't broken any of the rules. Well, anyways, we'll see how it goes. Easy, boys. Easy, boys. Everybody a little horny today. What's going on? Are we hungry? You can't be hungry. This is why I love chickens. And look, I've got enough chickens for 2 roosters. I don't need any more roosters. If she's sitting on if she's sitting on 3 roosters out there, which if it's 13 eggs, she's probably sitting on 3 roosters. They will be gone. Well, they'll be gone by Christmas. I'll know by Christmas if I have roosters, and the only 2 that are staying are the 2 that are here, the old ones that aren't vicious or violent, and I'll get rid of the other whatever comes out of this um clutch, um, whatever roosters come out of this clutch are going to be given away. I'm not having 5 roosters. No, no, that ain't happening. I mean, unless they all make friends with me. If they bond with me, that's cool. I don't, but no. Oh yeah, you get a bonded rooster. Oh my word, they're great because they'll jump on you. They'll sit on your shoulder. They're cool. Bonded roosters. I had one, but I broke the bond by leaving him alone for 3 weeks. So and they don't like it when their friends leave them. And when he came back, he was a completely different rooster. The 3 week break just ruined him. So yeah, I'm hardly ever alone. So with this clutch, um, I'm hoping I can gain the trust of mom and the birds very early, like when I'll bring like crumble to them in my hand in her while I'll let them eat out of my hand. I'll let her eat out of my hand in the nesting box when they are born the first couple days. So what are we doing at 8 o'clock? Oh, that's right. We're giving the chicken some corn. Mhm. And we also have some vegetables that are cut up in the kitchen that I got to bring out for them. So they get a little bit of they'll get some fruit and vegetables and some corn at 9 o'clock at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we'll go out there and tease them with a little corn, and we'll just sit there until probably the end of stream as the sun comes up. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today, though. It's an absolutely beautiful day. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Bright blue skies. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Do you want to know if the government is watching you? Go see how recently your Google Maps picture overhead has changed. And like every season we change this a little bit so we know when the last time that they took the photo was just by looking at the garden and configuration because we change it every year and we know how we change it every year. So yeah, the goose is in his pond. Yeah, see, I can't have 5 of those or 6 of those. That's not I'm not so we'll call this guy we know and he'll come and get the roosters we don't want. You don't have to say anything. You can just enjoy the peace and tranquility of my backyard before the chickens have some kind of reaction to something and start making so much noise we can't even sit here and think. Like he's on cue. All right. It is almost 8 o'clock. We're gonna make another cup of coffee. Um and I'm gonna grab my boots and some corn and I will meet you guys right here at the gate. So let me bring you to the gate. That way the Wi-Fi can get used to the extra distance. And you guys can say hi to the gang while I go get my boots. Hey everybody. There we go. All right. I'll be back in a minute. Everybody look out. Get you set up here real quick. All right, we're going to give some to the goose first. That's how I do it. But I want to move you guys into here so I can easily grab you when I come back. But let me go move, dumbass. Hi, I'm Vbcmedic. If you haven't met me before, I'm the guy behind the camera. I don't know, can you guys see this yet? Let me move you back over to here. Nobody laying eggs anymore. Tell us how you really feel. All right. Well, that's called giving corn chickens. Now I'm going to sit you back down over here while I go put all this stuff up and get my other shoes on. Only because I want the birds to come back, and I don't want to have to walk through there again. So let me put this here, let you guys watch for a while. I'll be back. I might start calling this Friday morning happy hour or something like that. 7 to 10. Because I think I'm pretty happy. All right. We lost everybody again, which is cool. Uh oh. What were you guys expecting when you came to a backyard chicken coop? And you knew because of the title that we were in the backyard chicken coop. What actually were you expecting when you came into the stream? Did you think it was like some kind of game we were playing, some kind of virtual reality? Or did you really know it was actually a backyard chicken coop? And as lame as this stream is, um, I've still met several great people through this stream. Just regular people around the world living their lives. No kings, no princes, no queens, no senators, no presidents. Just normal people living their lives around the world that are largely unaffected by what everybody talks about in the news. That's what's great about YouTube and this channel. Wow, you have lots of clover and feed your chickens. Yeah, I'll mow this weekend. They'll get this on Saturday. Um, they might even get it tonight, depending on how the weather changes. It's a beautiful day here, but we might have thunderstorms tonight. So I may end up mowing this when I get back from lunch with my brother. I'll be out here working in the yard after my wife gets home. When my wife gets home. I'll get out here and start mowing 20 minutes before she's about to come home. So when she comes home, I'll be out here mowing the lawn and cutting stuff, and she'll know to go inside. That's her cue to go inside and whip something together. No, I just told you, it's already in there. All she got to do is throw it together. It's salad and eggs and chicken. I baked some chicken last night, and oh, it came out really good. It's got a nice little um like what do you call it? Steakhouse. It's got that little steakhouse taste. Like, Yeah, they're going to get this clover. I'm going to cut this clover and put it in a bag and give it to them. They'll get every drop of this clover, nicely mashed up for them. No, these aren't meat chickens. These are egg chickens. None of these chickens weigh more than a half a pound. They're all very just they're not skinny. They're just not good. They're not good for eating. They're just old hens that are just hanging out because they haven't died yet. We don't kill our chickens. Our chickens just die. Does that make sense? We don't bury our chickens. They go in a Walmart bag and out to the trash can. We don't try to catch them and get them fat so we can eat them when they get sick. We just let them die. Or we give them all the care and comfort, take them away from the flock, and get them special water and food for a couple of days. But if a chicken is sick and dying, they're sick and dying. You just got to get them away from the flock because you don't want the other chickens pecking at them and stuff. That's just cruel. But yeah. But we don't kill our chickens for meat. All right, have a great day. Thank you for coming by. We don't kill our chickens. Now we eat a lot of chicken here, but we don't kill our chickens for meat. You're funny, Sue. None of these chickens have been killed. They have all died. We've lost a lot of chickens, but not by our hand. We have not killed any of these chickens. We've given some away to go to a nice little farm with a little brook and a little red bridge that goes over a brook, and that's where so those chickens are rehoused. We've rehoused some roosters to a lovely, lovely little spot. So that's it. That's what I tell my wife, and she always laughs at me because I'm being horrible. All right, good. Yeah, it must be what 9:15 there in Laos. 9:15. You take care. You have a good night. Sweet dreams. Pleasant morning to you. Pleasant morning. Wake up knowing today is going to be better than yesterday because I'm going to make it better. I'm going to find a way to make today better than yesterday. I'm going to do something good for myself and I'm going to do something good for somebody else. Cheers. I got a fresh cup of coffee while I was out too. Between I want you to notice that nobody's really hungry. I put out new food, but nobody's just, gobbling it up and making like it's their last meal. These are the most well-fed chickens I would say in the entire world that are just egg chickens. They get scraps about every other day. They get clover. They have bins full of food in their coop. They get corn every other day, and they get rice whenever I feel like messing with them. Because rice just makes them all go crazy. I can have them eat them out of my hand, almost on my lap. I can have a couple of them get up in my face, getting the rice out of my hand. So that's for our 9 o'clock hour. You know, that's something we do special. We give it an hour between feeding them corn, and we know they're not hungry, but they can't resist rice. They absolutely. You start shaking that rice can, and they just go nuts. It is so funny. Sue, how is your week going? Happy Friday to you. I hope you are doing well. Do I understand that you are also retired? We'll see you next Friday, good. I'll be back on next Friday. And and maybe every day starting May 13th. We'll see. We'll have to see what's going on with the Twitch agreement. My channel may not be deemed worthy on Twitch to survive. Apparently, there's some committee that's going to decide whether I am part of the program or not. But I thought I was already part of the program because I've been affiliated for 4 years now. I don't want to be their partner. I don't mind being their affiliate. I don't mind them taking, 65%. I'm sorry, 45%. I just stream because I enjoy streaming and I enjoy playing games and I enjoy my community. I don't care if I make a dime on Twitch, but I have to be thankful for every dime I do make. And you know, I don't want people to have to watch commercials on my channel if they don't want to, just because they won't monetize my channel. So that gets under my skin a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You know, it's just very strong language. And when they send you a notification and it sounds like a legal document, you're like, wow, okay. Can I have my lawyer look at this before I agree to be, you know, in your program? Can I have a look at the committee members for the people in the program who are going to be looking to see if my Twitch content is deemed worthy to be part of the program? Oh, I read this all yesterday on Twitch. I read the agreement yesterday on Twitch because it came across my stream and I'm like, what? Well, now I have to stream because we got to read this together. It was crazy. Every generation understands this and agrees. Not because of me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, we're just chilling in the backyard. I just enjoy the ambience. You can have me on in the background, or, you know, it's just basically ASMR backyard with an old man that tells jokes sometimes. It's not that complicated. Oh, excuse me. I bet you could hear that sneeze on every ring camera for a half a mile. That sounded like it echoed for days. Maybe it's just bouncing off of whatever hasn't been rendered in from my little circle of the universe. Depending on how much bandwidth they need, my circle can need to be very, very small if I'm just sitting in my backyard, or if I'm in a car or in a plane or a jet. It has to generate so much more and use so much more bandwidth. But when I'm just sitting in my backyard, sometimes like a sneeze will bounce back from, where it hasn't been rendered because they're not using that much bandwidth to just take care of this little area in my little pocket of the universe that I actually think is my life. Yeah, it's coming. It is absolutely coming. The wind is blowing from the south to the north, bringing moisture from the Gulf to the high pressure zone building up over Arkansas, Missouri, pushing eastward, causing thunderstorms in the late afternoon of Friday and early morning Saturday. Clearing out by Saturday morning. Highs in the low 60s. Cheers. They're all quiet right now. Hey, Toast Man, how are you doing today? Welcome over to the dark side. Have you read the new Twitch agreement that they put you in your notifications the other day? My day's going pretty good, really good. Got up early with the wife, made sure she had lunch, and she was happy, good to go. Started my stream on time. I've done everything on schedule. We looked at the roses at 7:30. We fed the chickens corn at 8 o'clock, and now at 9 o'clock we're gonna go out there and Give them some rice. I also have to fill the pool for the goose. So that's something we're probably going to do between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. And then we'll see where we are, you know? It if affiliate look, there's no problem if affiliates and partners are already part of the program. But they started talking about this monetization as a different program we're all going to have to basically sign up for by May 13th. And then they're going to review and let us know if we're part of the program. So I don't know if that's everybody, and maybe I'm already part of the program because I already have all that information that they're asking for, or is this new people that join Twitch? It's kind of hard to understand. But all this takes effect in 30 days. So May 13th is the cutoff, and it's in your notifications. And I read it yesterday online, um, with a rather town crier type voice. It was kind of too funny. Well, I thought it was funny, but oh, I read it to the boys again on stream, and they laughed at it. So it's really bend the knee. I mean, if you're not part of the program, then you're literally going to have to bend the knee. Think of it when you read it like somebody's telling you a proclamation from a town square. And you'll understand. There goes some geese. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. They didn't make a sound. We'll see. I don't know who's in charge of picking out. Maybe they won't find my content worthy. Maybe they'll start to understand what I already know is that my content is not worthy of money in any shape, way, or form. The way to get rid of people with principles is to write documents and make rules that go against those people's principles. So their only recourse is to just leave. you know? Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens between now and May 13th. But I haven't been asked to sign anything, and I haven't been asked to fill anything out, so I may already be part of the program. And they've already been sending me checks, and I appreciate you guys for every dime and every dollar, and I do appreciate it, and you know that over there on Twitch. Um, and YouTube's, I appreciate all the likes. We're trying to get to 10 likes today, so if you're in here and enjoying this for even just 1 second before you leave and say, "Oh, this guy's crazy," hit that like button, and then you can jump out and go to somebody that's really more interesting than me. So if you're jumping in here and just kind of checking it out, and it's just a rooster and this old guy, just slap that like button and then just jump on out to somewhere else that's way more interesting than an old guy in the backyard with a bunch of chickens. There we go. We're at 3. Toast Man jumped us to 3. We only are 7 short of our goal, folks. We are just 7 short of our goal of 10 likes. We got 3 likes our very first Friday. We got 6 likes the very next Friday. And now I was hoping to get 10 because I'm not trying to go double, but it'd be nice to get 12. But we're going for 10. 10 likes today. Look, I know people come in and then bounce. I see that on my statistics all the time. They watch for about 45 seconds to a minute and then they bounce. They won't stay past their first ad. They bounce after their first ad, which is, I understand. They're going to watch, and if they're not, if they're not getting ads, but you'll see like 573, 572, 57, and then you realize that they're dropping off and going to zero when you get hit with it, when they get hit with an ad, and they're not coming back to see the old guy. And I get that, but before they leave, just smash that like button, please. Oh, I need to have that as a button on my. I need to have that sound bite right there as a button on my soundboard. I know you do, Toast Man. You do. You're a wonderful friend of the community, and I do appreciate it. You guys are just all of them. You guys are the OGs. You guys have been with me since before I was famous. So, Trash Truck Tuesday. We've already established that am the only streamer that you know that does a dedicated Trash Truck Tuesday. Nobody can find me another streamer, and they have tried, that does a dedicated Trash Truck Tuesday and has been doing it longer than me. If they're doing it now, they're copying what I've been doing. But Trash Truck Tuesday, come on, where else are you going to find that? Yeah, it's okay too. And but this is the perfect format for phones because I'm streaming on a phone in the format for somebody to watch on a phone, so they're seeing what I'm seeing, which is pretty cool. And they can zoom in and out of the picture on their Twitch because it's in 4K. Like if I zoom in, then they can zoom in even more on their Twitch channel. Uh, but I know I was first. A dedicated Trash Truck Tuesday. And that's not my claim to fame. I'm all, backyard chicken guy, guitarist, soloist, songwriter, dad, grandpa, uncle, brother. Oh, this king wears many crowns. This king wears many crowns. Well, that crown fits everybody, I promise you. That one's more common than you might think. Oh, most of us just wear it as a warming helmet. That and stupidity, they fit rather nice in the winter. So many crowns I wear. And you, sir, are someone's son. You are someone's friend. You are someone's confidant. You are someone's smile, and don't ever believe you're not. There's 9 billion people in the world. You make somebody smile every time they hear your name or see you. Well, I'm glad I'm making you smile today. Are you not entertained? You know, just a crazy old man sitting in the backyard with his roosters on the backside of $350,000 homes. You have. Absolutely. Oh, that's what they used to say about the BTK. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm one of these guys that would rather know what the request is before I give a positive or negative reaction to it. Because I'm not running naked from here to the chicken coop and back just so you guys can have a thrill. So, you know, they ah, you know, as entertaining for some people that might be, that might look bad at the committee trying to get me back to being part of the program. I will be streaming Grand Theft Auto 6. I will be streaming Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm hoping my PC is built enough for it. If I need a new graphics card, it will probably be a Christmas gift. Um, Depending that the market changes a little bit for them, I really don't feel like putting another $1,800 just for a graphics card into my computer. But of all the specs I've seen, my 3070 Ti with my Ryzen 9 will run that game. So I cannot wait to play. If you come to my stream on Twitch or YouTube, you will find me playing Grand Theft Auto 6. It's just a fun game, especially when chat is interacting. You know, and I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 right now because even though I don't know the controls, wouldn't want to get used to Grand Theft Auto 5 controls, and they're not the same as Grand Theft Auto 6. But if they are exactly the same when I first start playing Grand Theft Auto 6, that muscle memory will come back because I've already, because that's the last time I played. But if they've changed, now I can build new muscle memory and I am not clouded by anything that I remember in Grand Theft Auto 5. Does that make any sense to anybody? I will probably play Grand Theft Auto 5 on a PlayStation 4 controller. Because my first 3 or 4 Grand Theft Autos were on PlayStation. So, there was no mouse and keyboard on the PlayStation. I'm old enough to remember when you just sat back on the pouch and, got the hookers in the car, and then when they got out, you beat the crap out of them or put a bullet in their head and took their money back and then drove away. That was Grand Theft Auto. While I'm sitting on the couch with a controller in my hand. So yeah, even on my PC, I got a little footstool now. I can just sit back and relax, and but I'll be streaming it for sure. But I'm not going to be like some babbling brickhead on it. If you guys are in the chat, I'm good. But I'm going to play it. The problem is, I think it's coming out on PlayStation 5. And I don't stream from a PlayStation 5. How are you today?
Isn't it? How about you?
I'm doing well.
That's wonderful to hear. What's on your mind this morning?
Do you use a PlayStation 5 as a streaming PC?
Kind of, but not really in the way you'd want. You can stream from the PS5 using its built-in Remote Play or PS Now, and it can handle game streaming services like Twitch or YouTube through the console itself, but it's not a full PC replacement. You can't install OBS, run a browser properly, or do serious multitasking on it. So for casual console streaming, sure. For anything like a proper streaming PC setup, no, it falls short there. Want me to explain the limitations more?
No, that answered my question. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
So that answers my question. So I'd have to set up another table with a PlayStation. I don't know if I want to do that. But if they have a Grand Theft Auto 6 PlayStation 5, I might get that for myself for Christmas. with our American Express points. Which I have about $2,200 worth, basically. Like, we put everything on the American Express until we don't. We take a couple of months off, like we're doing right now, and we pay for everything in cash right now, which is it would seem to be like not as difficult, but we can't go through many express checkouts when we're paying with cash, which is okay because it's and again it's not a punishment, but when you use cash, you're giving away and then you have less and you're not just swiping a card. So we pay by cash for 2 or 3 months just when we want to get ahead, of anything. Everything's paid for, but when our savings take a dent for this or that, we want to get so we both know how much money we save every month when we pay everything in cash. And now since we're not filling up her car with the credit card every week, and we're just paying about 14% more on our electric bill, um, which is not bad. I mean, just the savings are, you know, we spent like $34 in electricity over the last 3 months, and we've saved like $174 in gasoline since February 3rd when we started driving the Tesla. My wife loves it. All right. It is almost time to feed the chickens. I kind of don't want to get them. We might delay this a minute. I mean, I'm having a good little chat out here, but we might. They're just so calm right now. If they start getting wild and start going crazy and harping at each other, but I think the weather change has affected them. That's why I'm showing you the trees because you can watch this wind come in and out. So we are getting some weather later on today. I imagine by 3 o'clock it'll be very cloudy here and very windy as more moisture moves into the area and pushes up against the cold front. I'm not a I'm not a meteorologist. I just play one on the internet. Have you seen these guys on YouTube that do the weather or do the sports? They take all the same media from all the same sources and and gambling sites and stuff like that, and this like free to use anyways, and they're just spouting data, like the meteorologist guys are funny, or the tornado chaser guys that are just showing old videos of tornadoes being chased and talking about the weather in Kansas. It is too funny. Our second cup of coffee went pretty quick. All right, so if you came in looking for if you're coming back looking for the feeding the chickens rice at 9 o'clock, we're right up against that, but they are so quiet right now, and anything could erupt in the next 15 minutes. So I'm just kind of not. I'm just not wanting to disturb them right now. So we will give them rice before we go, but not right now. Everybody's just kind of calm and relaxed. Even with me out here talking and yapping, they're just all kind of cool. The birds are starting to come in. Aren't you too special? I am really surprised um we haven't had any rabbits yet. I'm very surprised we haven't seen rabbits today. If you're just swinging by and coming in and this isn't your content and you don't enjoy the ambience of the backyard chicken coop, smash that like button and be on your way and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming by. This is not everybody's cup of tea. This is how it starts. This is how it starts. We're going to be able to give him rice in a couple of minutes because this is how it starts. This whole place is going to erupt pretty soon. You're welcome here. You are so welcome here. You are welcome here. Yes, ma'am. You eat as much as you want and bring your friends. Crows and blackbirds are great against hawks. And we're about to have a bunch of little babies running around here, so I'd rather have blackbirds than hawks. So she can eat as much as she wants and come back anytime she wants. Yeah, you get that worm. Good for you. That's a nice little meal right there. Yeah, make you a nest up there. That'd be a good idea for you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to say it again. We're just enjoying the ambience of the chickens and the birds, and there's plenty of food out here for everybody. And the chickens are stirred up a little bit now. We might go feed them some rice here in just a minute. But some of the pretty birds are coming in too and kind of hanging out with us, so I don't want to disturb them either. It's a nice little balance back here, but I'm in no rush. They can get rice anytime. gonna go fill his pool with some water. Nothing takes very long in the backyard chicken coop. You just got to go do it. I just love our setup, and look, I'm proud, and I don't mean to be prideful and boastful, but it's been hard work. This doesn't just magically all happen. So, but it's nice to see when everything just kind of works. It's easy to fill up the pool. I use the pool water to water the grass, which I will probably do next week. He'll probably get a brand new pool of water at the 1st of May. I usually empty it once a month, and yeah, we'll strain it out and then put a pump in there, and we'll pump that water out, and be good to go. Wash it out, and then put a mosquito bulb in there. So yeah, we'll wash all this out, use it to fertilize the grass out here. Um, I guess probably Sunday morning, and then I'll fill it up late Sunday morning with new water and throw in one of the mosquito things. Let it dissolve while it's filling up. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. And then we're gonna go feed the chickens some rice because it looks like everybody's up and moving about. Let's take you out here to the sun. make me stop because you're hurting my hand, okay? We all have to be gentle today. Gentle. I don't have anything in my hand, okay? All right. Let me put this right up here so I can see the chat. Kill anybody. Remember, easy, easy, no skin. That was skin. What the fuck, fake Ann Rice? My butt showing. Feels like it's showing. It's not. Boy. Good boy. Good boy. You don't quit biting me, crazy little bitch. Are you eyeing my back or are you watching my back? I can't tell what. Just it sounds a little scary. What the hell was that? Glove on. Hey, thanks for jumping in and saying hi. Remember to smash that like button on your way out. We're getting a lot of viewers just coming in until an ad, but make sure you smash that like button before you get the ad and leave. I mean, I get it. It's not everybody's content watching me mess with my chickens, but hey, just smash the like. I'm trying to get to 10 likes today. Trying to get to 10 likes. 10 likes by 10 o'clock. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I got a rooster eating out of my hand. Y'all understand that, right? I got a rooster eating out of my hand. Well, and chickens too. Some roosters are cool, and he is definitely cool. Fun to say. Gotta stop that. are we doing? I thought you were playing in the mud. I thought you were playing in the mud. Yeah, chat. This is the life right here. I'm going to abide by the community guidelines. No chicken sex. There we go. That's better. How's that look? It's buffering. It's buffering. All right. Go get something to drink, dumbass. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on. I'm just waiting on a call from my brother. But I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. I can see the chat now, so it's just going to take me a minute to respond once your chat hits the airwaves. The stream looks like it's about 15 minutes delayed for me over here, so remember to smash that like button on your way out. I know this isn't for everybody, and most people stay around until they get the first ad just to see what the hell this all is. It's just me in the backyard. We've been doing chicken stuff all morning. We've had a couple of cups of coffee. We've talked about all kinds of different things. So, you know, come back next Friday at the beginning about 7:15. But we're winding kind of down. But smash that like button. We're looking for 10 likes today. So we're going to stay on maybe till 10 o'clock, see if we can't get 10 likes. And I hope that yours is one of them. I appreciate that. But if you have any questions, this is just me. I'm on the chat here, but it might take a minute or two for me to get back to you since I'm a little slow over here. All that. I'm going to move you guys a little bit. Yeah, that'll be good right there. So I have to cut all of this wood to pieces about yay big to fit in my thing. And it's about 2 cuts each. But I've got this electric saw, but I've also got a gas saw. But I don't want to be tugging on the gas saw all day. I've got 2 different types of electric saws, so I'm going to run a cord out here, and cut some wood. Another chore for this for Friday afternoon after I get. See, I come home from lunch. I just don't want to sit on the couch. I want to get out here and do something. So I'll be cutting wood till about 4 o'clock, or until I see my wife's on the way home, and then I'll switch to mowing the lawn. You guys can't really see the wood, can you? My word. I gotta move the camera again. I've got to cut all this wood down to pieces about this big, so I can put it in my fireplace over the sun. This is the wood we're going to burn. It's really nice cedar. It's going to make the neighborhood smell great all summer long in the evening, and it burns real long, so you can put one log about 7 or 8 inches, easy, maybe 10 inches into the fireplace. I don't split this. I just get the bottom layer of all this kindling. I get it all roasting really hot, then I throw one of these on about an hour into it, and then she might even grill on that, but I can't do anything with any of this right now. It's just too long to be, draping over the top. I don't have enough small wood anymore, so yeah, it is woodcut time. So we'll make a big old pile of sawdust right here. What's he doing? That's pretty cool. He loves to steal the show. He only likes to get out on the hay side. I make sure he has 2 bales of hay on the other side to get out. So you might tell that the shadows are kind of weak right now, because yeah, we are getting a small layer of precipitory clouds. Just the start of the moisture that's building up over all of today, and it's starting right here at 9:45 in the morning. By about 3:45, give it 6 to 8 hours, and there'll be enough moisture coming from because it is a nice strong breeze, and you can just feel the energy in it. You can feel the energy and the breeze and the moisture, and we know there's a cold front out in Missouri, Arkansas. You know, I can't remember what's above Missouri. And I can't look anything up because I'm on my phone watching me make sure I'm being entertaining to you. But I can shut my stream down. I know what it looks like now. So, but it's kind of the only way I can see chat also. So no, I'm not going to stream the log cutting. I don't think that's good content. I'm going to lunch, and I'm not going to leave you guys on the stream watching a pile of wood and some chickens while I go to lunch with my brother and then come back and start cutting wood. That's not very entertaining. Nobody's watching that, and I don't need that much content for YouTube to just be online live watching chickens in the backyard chicken coop of Vbcmedic. Hello, ladies. Why y'all coming back over here? I don't have anything. Y'all get bored? I got some scraps inside, but you guys aren't even hungry. You're not. What? Don't you like corn anymore? Is corn beneath you? I love to make up stories about my chickens. It's an absolute beautiful day here right now. But you can feel the energy and the moisture building up in the air. I'm not. Look, there's a warm breeze coming out of the south, directly out of the south. That is north, and that is south. Literally. I could show you it on my iPhone. But, and that is west, and that is east. We watch the sun go down here. We watch it come up in the front porch. You guys know the drill. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But we've got some strong moisture coming in. I think it's going to be a little bit more hit than miss. There's just a lot of moisture coming in right now. I mean, the skies were literally blue clear, and now they've got this milky white, moisture look. Like it's like a thin layer of cloud of moisture moving overhead. I'm just describing the scene that I'm looking at. It's not an alien invasion. It's just the moisture coming in from the storm that we're getting. But it makes for a really nice day. So Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. I'm Vbcmedic, and this is my backyard chicken coop. Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac chicken yard. It's just nice out here. We're all chill. Everybody's full. Nobody's scrambling. Nobody's trying to kill nobody else. We had some fun time in the water. Everything's winding down. I thought it was winding down. Let's just see what this drama is all about. Now what? Now what? So our broody chicken is sitting on a bunch of eggs that aren't hers. About 3 of them are probably hers, but there's probably 7 to 12 that are not hers. When she got broody, she quit laying. If she is laying, then none of them are fertilized because she hasn't been with the rooster in about 2 weeks. She's been sitting up there brooding on these eggs. But she's let other chickens come in and lay eggs next to her, so they all know she's broody, so they've been dropping eggs off for her. We marked 13 of them that we know are gestated 14 days at least. We'll be on the 3rd Saturday tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 21 days gestated. I mean, 14 days gestated. I'm sorry. Next Saturday will be 21 days. What's this in early March? I mean, early May. But by mid-May, we'll have chickens. We'll have little chicks running around. All that. I'm here. Nothing's going to attack you guys while I'm here. Except maybe the other rooster. They're pretty easy going over the little fence, right? Can you come here and let me hold you? Somebody come here and let me hold him. Come here. Come here and let me hold you. Biscuits. Biscuits. Come here and let me hold you. Come here. Come here, let me give you a hug. Come on. Come right up here and let me give you a hug. I won't trap your wings. I know how you don't like that, but come up here and give me a hug. No, it's a man-to-man hug. Don't make it weird. Biscuits, don't make it weird. You always do that. You always make it weird. Why? I just, we're a couple of bros, around all the chickens, and I was just wanting to, have you hop up here and give me a hug. I don't know why I always have to bribe you with food to get you to be my friend. What are you doing? Come up here. Come up. Come up. Come on. Maybe there's something good up here. You never know. You're walking better. I guess you had to have a workout with that leg so you would. Looks like they popped it back into place for you. Is it still tender? Is it still tender? I didn't do that shit. The goose did it. No wonder you don't go in there. You're one of the reasons that I segregated it. Now, if you want to go in there, that's entirely up to you, but you don't have to. You never have to be next to the goose ever again. That is your personal choice. I just want to mention to any of the ladies that are in with the goose right now, you are, there's a 20% chance you could lose your life. I'm just saying. Sucked up that water so fast. I'm glad we filled it up. Well, let's take it back to square one. You guys down here. We'll go back to our original spot behind the fence. Hey, good morning. Still with me, huh, Toast Man? The neighbor put something in their trash can. That's all that is. That's what all that is about. All right, everybody. Let's just play it in the background. Let what play on the background? My chickens? For the rest of the day? Until I come back from lunch? I mean, I've got this on a dedicated power source. It's at 100% and plugged in. It would run indefinitely off of my Wi-Fi. Unless the power went out, it would not go down. Your stream. I play your stream. I just let your stream play on the background while I'm working. Well, I hope I make you smile every once in a while with my chicken drama. Chicken drama is absolutely my imagination because I'm sure none of these chickens think the way I'm thinking for them. But I've run out of coffee. And I didn't bring any water out here. You guys are the best. You're the best. I want you guys to have a really good weekend. Appreciate being alive this weekend. And if you have a white collar job, you might want to evaluate how long it's going to be until AI can do your job. And if you're going into a new career, make sure that your career cannot be taken over by AI in 5 years or a robot in 10. I'm not going to be around in 40 years. I'm pretty content on knowing that. I'm 60 now. I doubt I'll live to 100. Neither one of my parents made it past 95. So, um, I understand, but I'm thinking about the world we are leaving, and it's not because of climate change. It's not. Nobody is thinking about the epidemic of robot parts in 50 years. If we don't lease robots and make the manufacturers responsible for recycling and make them always responsible for a dangerous non-updated robot, a quadruped or a bipedal robot, if we do not make these manufacturers completely responsible for that thing in our nursing homes, in our factories, um in our homes, in our hotel lobbies, nobody should be purchasing these things because in 50 years you'll have graveyards full of these things. You'll have an enormous amount. Okay, I don't know why they just shut me off. I just got under somebody's skin. Is there a drone? There's usually a drone in the air by the time I get to this part of my stream outside. We'll see if it comes over. If your robot isn't bolted down somewhere, then it has to be leased. It cannot be purchased. The responsibility always has to stay on the manufacturer of the robot. No matter where it's built if it's a quadruped or a bipedal robot, the manufacturer must regain control and take all responsibility and liability for that robot infinitum, infinitum, for the rest of that robot's life. It really can't be done any other way. It will get out of control if you don't put a 250% tariff on anything coming in, be it bipedal or quadrupedal robots coming in that are supposed to help this, and they're able to run and jump and kick and no, these have to be controlled not by governments but by the manufacturer of them, or it will get out of control very very quickly. I'm not going to be here to see that part of it, but I foresee that when you look at how many robots they want. Well, since they're now basically leasing the licenses and stuff that goes into the software for the Tesla, you know, but cars are different than robots. Cars don't come into your house and, make sure your kids are okay or grandma's getting out of the bathtub okay. You know, your car doesn't go fix your car. It doesn't learn the manual and go under and fix your car with its arms and fingers and legs and AI. Look, this is where we're coming with these things. They're having a lot of trouble with the hands, but that is the one thing that they have to get right. And it has to work with the software. Once they get that bond, and they pretty much are getting it, once they make the hands and they're not clunky and they can hold and they can feel, pressure and tension. Look, my thing for robots, I hope I'm alive when you can drop an IKEA box in front of a robot and it can put it together without breaking anything. That's my standard bearer for any robot. But I don't think robots should be, you know, I don't think robots should be purchased. Quadruped or bipedal robots should not be, or anyone or any combination. Octo, whatever can, stand up, move around. Just because you're adding more legs doesn't mean it doesn't come under. If it can move and think under its own power, it has to be maintained by the manufacturer, and the software has to be updated. And there's no way we can have these things out in the general public before they start ripping dogs and then babies apart, and then 7-year-olds who are arguing with their moms. You know, Shrink. No more argument. AI said so. And your baby's in two pieces in a robot's hand. Somebody hacks your robot to be an assassin. Look, how many years away do you think this is? How many years away am I thinking about right now? How much of this is not already being, worked on? You can't find YouTubes about it. You can't, you can find articles and peer reviewed robotics, and it's amazing where we already are today in robotics and where we are today in AI, and merging the two. Now you're talking about Skynet, medic. No, I'm not. I'm talking about people that want robots to do things in their homes. I'm not talking about a robot army control. I'm talking about when we start putting these things around human beings to help us do tasks that we don't want to do, like lift grandma out of the bathtub, make sure the baby, make sure the kids don't kill each other. Wait till they start putting skins on these things. Wait till you can buy the 1973 Cheryl Teague. Okay? Skin. Wait till you buy the 1964 Marilyn Monroe skin. I don't know when she passed away. I think it was after Kennedy passed away. Anyway, wait till you can order that skin and put it on your robot. The 1973 James Bond. You know? 1972 Chris Christopherson skin. With natural like features. Oh, you have Chris Christopherson out there on the front lawn on Sunday morning washing off whatever happened Saturday night. You guys should leave now. This is the adults talking. And I hope you don't have me too loud in the background because you don't want anybody else but you hearing any of this shit. Oh. You got your 1975 Cheryl Teague Charlie's Angel skin washing itself out on the driveway in the morning. Wouldn't that be a sight? Well, I was trying to wrap this up, but now I got into all this crazy shit. So I really was trying to wrap this stream up. I ran out of coffee and I'm thirsty again. I gotta see if my brother wants to go out to lunch. Hey, there's food down here, buddy. Come on down and get some. Well, we got 4 likes. That's awesome. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already hit it. Don't hit it again if you've already hit it, because if you hit it again, it's going to turn it off. So we want it to stay on. We want it to be that white icon. So don't hit it again if you've already hit it. Then that'll just turn it off. I don't know if I can explain YouTube right. I had fun with the chickens out here today, guys. I've enjoyed our time together. The shadows are moving. There's a few of you in the chat that want me to just keep the stream going live. But I just don't know if that would be very entertaining. We have, I don't want to, I mean, don't you basically have to make the manufacturer responsible for any injuries or deaths from their robots? There's a little drama out there. I think some other chickens are trying to give her some more eggs, but she doesn't want any more eggs. So she was bothering her for the nesting box, but she's not going to give it up because she's broody. Those are all her eggs. She is now like, we're going to call her Chicken Mama. Mama Chicken. Because she's had the most chicks of any. No matter how many, if more than 2 survive, she's had more chicks than anybody here. Can we all not just get along? All this is happening in the nest in this area right here. That's all this drama is right here. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. We're trying to get to 10 before we say goodnight, goodbye. We're at 4. If this is not your kind of content, man, do I understand. And if it is, hey, hit that subscribe button. I'm on every Friday. But yeah, just before you head out and before you get those commercials, smash that like button for me, and then you can head out. I wouldn't watch commercials for me either. But thank you so much for coming by and hanging out for just a minute of your time. And again, I know you're probably not going to stay after commercials, but I would appreciate a smash of that like button on your way out. That being said, I guess we'll go to a late lunch today. I don't know. If we do when I get home, I'm not look. I'm definitely cutting this grass tonight, and I'm definitely cutting some wood tonight for this weekend. Well, I'm cutting all the wood and putting it on that rack so we can clear off that um motorcycle trailer, and then I'm going to pump the tires up and I'm going to take it up to my friend's house. I for fixing my wife's car and doing a bunch of other stuff for me. I told him he can have that motorcycle trailer. He can fix it up and sell it, quicker than I can. I guess I could make that a project. Remember to smash that like button. I could make redoing the trailer a project, on Fridays or something. But I like the chicken coop, and I'm glad you guys are coming by. Again, if you can't stay, I understand, but please smash that like button on your way out before you get that first commercial. Just remember to smash. We're trying to get to 10, and then I won't bother you anymore. And if everybody hit the like bar right now, we'd be at like 7. We'd be at 7. All right, now they're dropping off and they're not even hitting the like button. What do you got to do? Dance naked in the street to get a like around here? Nobody wants to see that, I promise. Nobody wants to see that. And I'm not going to do it. Not for just likes. I'm not a dog and pony kind of streamer anyways. Please, if this isn't your time, just go ahead and I understand. I 100% understand. But please smash that like button on your way out. Let's get halfway there. Let's get to 5. Let's hit 5. Come on, hit 5 likes. And I hate to badger you about it, but it's just such an easy thing to do, even on your phone. And I know this content comes across on your phone a lot more than it does on your PC. So you're seeing what I'm seeing, and we're just kind of hanging out with the chickens but that's what this channel is mostly. You've seen my shorts. You probably got notified that I'm still on. And I'm just trying to get to 10 likes. And there's 5 in the chat right now. And if all of you smash the like button, we'd be well on our way. 2 of you have already hit the like button, I know. So, all right, I understand. I'll quit talking about it. It's no big deal. I'm going to give you a nice big pan of the chicken coop to end today. So we're going to start way over here at the side of the patio. Springtime. The backyard chicken coop. We really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for the likes that you did do. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out and being part of the stream and part of the community. We will be back here on Friday next week for the same thing, depending on the weather, but I think it should be pretty nice. So, and we'll check up on the chickens and we'll give them rice and corn and we'll see how all the birds are doing or what my wife has changed or if any of the blueberries or raspberries are blooming. So, yeah, lots to do. Lots to do. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out with me and the chickens in the backyard. Do something good for somebody else. Do something good for yourself. And never, never, never let the drunk guy get the chairs, okay? You guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you next Friday. Or if you want to see me more often, just go over to my Twitch channel and say hi over there. All right? The follow is free over there, so by all means, and hang out, follow if you want, and we'll see you the next time. Okay, y'all take care. Bye bye.